What up? So we just finished the hike, got down. Joe had a nice shower, coffee, and took off to work. I'm headed in soon, but just wanted to report on the Shakedown hike. It is April 23rd, 2024. Last night, Joe and I did 2.7 miles up to Mount Sterling. There's a campsite and fire tower there, so really pretty sunset and sunrise this morning, and then 2.7 down. So we hiked 5.4 miles round trip. It got down to the low 30s, which was perfect because the sleeping bag that I have, the Wilderness Technology Light Mummy 20 degrees, was perfect. I slept in a t-shirt, pants, had both socks on. Yeah, slept great. But wanted to go through everything. I guess we'll start with hiking up. I started off with the new Ultra Lone Peak 8s. It was my first time wearing them. Super comfy. I was worried because there's like the wide foot box and the toe box. They're flat, not as strong as the Solomons, like the bottom, but I had zero complaints, no blisters. I was wearing the Injinji toe socks and Darn Tough socks. I think the lightweight ones. Sunset Ridge Micro Crew, lightweight crew. But yeah, all the hiking up was great. Backpack, the Osprey's great. The trekking poles helped uphill, I have to admit, as much as I hate to say it because I feel like I look weird. They're unnecessary. But my cooking system, when we got there, I had the fire maple, like the jet boil. It cost me $69, really good deal. It heated up way fast, so fast that I started it and I went to collect firewood and it boiled over, got everything messy, which I know is a no bueno for the leave no trace, so we had to do a lot of cleaning up. But we ate the Ride On Trek chicken Alfredo, serves 2 people, like 1,000 calories, and that was freaking delicious. I know everything's delicious on trail, but Next Adventure sent me that. Really, really delicious. And yeah, half of it filled me up. So if you were super hungry, or you could split it up to 2 meals, whatever. As far as sleeping system, we set up the REI, what's it called? Flash Air. 2-person tent, which fit us perfect. I kept saying it could fit 3 people, but for me, 1 person, I guess I'll have plenty of room, but it almost seems too much. I kind of want to get a 1-person tent. The underlayment for it was good. It saved a lot, but there was some parts of our pad that were like, the tent base was bigger than the underlayment, so those got wet and got condensation, which was rough in the morning. Especially like now I'm drying it out on my lawn, but once I have to just pack it up and hike, it'll not be as good. I used the Wilderness Technology like pillow they sent me, or I got that free in store for all the purchases I made there. That worked great. It was actually like really stiff, which is awesome, but then I wanted a softer pillow, so I deflated it a little bit, and which was like super comfy, fell asleep, slept great. However, in the morning it was completely flat, so I might have not secured it well, or maybe it does have a leak somewhere, but overall it was good. The GoPro that I'm using, it's the Hero 12 creator version. It's got this awesome light on it, which really brightens it up, like a lot. Wow, I did not know it goes that much. So anyways, we're going to turn that off. That's awesome. I should just have that going, dude. It looks way better. Clean. And then, yeah, socks were great. Went through all that. Love the shoes, the Ultras. Can't decide if I'm going to start with my Salomon X4 Ultras or the Ultra Lone Peak 8s. We'll see. Probably use both of them throughout the trail. I just have one more set of Solomons that I need to use. So I started hiking with these, hiked like 60 miles so far with them. They've been great. I got 1 blister on the back of my hill because there's like a pretty aggressive angle there on the padding. Haven't used these yet, the Salomon Speed Cross 6s. Really strong bottom, pretty tight. I feel like they don't, I don't know, I'm excited for these. Really tight, almost look like a cross-country shoe. So bad things, I was trying to be light because I packed everything I would on the trail. My bag ended up being 25 pounds, and that's with like 2 water bottles filled up, with a couple meals, a bunch of snacks. I didn't wear a belt because I thought that this was going to be tight enough. I know it's like loose, but it's stretchy and tight. So I'm like, oh, this is fine. But once you start hiking and putting stuff in your pockets, it kept dropping. So I was pulling up my pants like the whole time. That was super annoying. The Sea to Summit 13-liter dry bag to hold all my food was perfect. Lifted it up, everything fit, but it was really tight. It barely fit, and I think that's because we had both of our cooking systems, couple meals. So maybe when I'm alone, it'll be perfect, the 13 liters, but you could get bigger if you wanted to. It's super light, so getting a 20-liter or something bigger than 13 wouldn't be a big deal. Headlamp was all right, not crazy bright, but necessary. This fleece sweater from Wilderness Technology, the fern color, I freaking loved it. Doesn't have pockets right here, which was kind of a downer, but it has an awesome pocket here that fit Gosner's flavored milk, white Reese's cups, and my phone. Like a ton of space, and that's easy access. I feel like I want to carry my phone here rather than my pocket, but if I have a belt, maybe I'll carry it there. The cool thing about this that Joe and I were talking about at night is because that pillow is just that weird material to sleep on, not like a comfy pillow. I took this off and covered the pillow with it, and so it was like a comfy pillow. It was perfect. I'm going to do that every night. As far as things I need, I'm going to use my new iPhone to get that set up because this iPhone the battery is horrible on it. That's why I'm charging it right now. I'm going to switch those out so that battery should last multiple days on the new iPhone 15 Pro Max. We're going to set that up today. I want to get a beanie or a hoodie. Not having this with the cold wind, again, it got down into the low 30s, maybe high 20s, and we were really cold going up on the fire tower with the wind. So having that would be nice. Again, this will probably be the coldest I ever hike, so I don't know if I'll even need a beanie or hoodie, but potentially. Like a sun hoodie could be nice. The only thing I haven't used is the Sawyer filter, like the micro squeeze. I have not had to fill up water yet, so I need to do that on a hike in the next week or so before I head out. I have how many days until May 5th? 12 days. 12 days till I start the thru hike. And overall, I was just giddy the whole time, super excited. There was parts I got frustrated with the tent and like making a campfire. When the food spilled. So there's like little details that I'm like, okay, when I'm gonna have to be specific about where I set stuff up, how I do stuff, not rush stuff, and be really clean. It was hard to clean everything up after dinner, so I'm gonna bring a couple like wet wipes or paper towels or just like little reusable towels, like microfiber towels. But we had a blast. Slept good. Woke up at like 2 for the lot, and I know I was stirring back and forth, but honestly slept great. Yeah, we didn't cook breakfast. We just hiked down, had Pop-Tarts and milk when we were hiking down. Yeah, made me think a lot about being alone. It'd be nice to have someone hiking with me. It was cool to have Joe there with me, to have someone to talk everything through. It'll be a lot different when I'm alone. I'm sure I'll meet tons of people and be hiking with people, but definitely different being alone. I still don't know on trekking poles. I still am uncertain on the tent, about 1 person or 2 person, and even a tent at all, which I know sounds super crazy, but I'm like, I think I can sleep in shelters every night. The nice thing, again, is my cabin is 200 miles from the start of the trail, so that's a good 2-week period to test everything out and decide what I want to switch when I reach my house. So, all right. Peace and love.